Hello friends, today we'll be learning about ratio. Ratio is the relationship between different amount. So we are going to compare of the quantity of one amount to the quantity of another amount. So what did I say? Ratio ratio is the relationship between two different quantities, two or more than two maybe. Okay, let's see some example. Like we have number one. So the first question is like, there are 12 boys and 15 girls in the classroom. What is the ratio of boys to girls? So here we can see the ratio of boys to, so we have to see what is the number of boys. So let's write boys and let's write girls. Girls. Okay, so first we need to write now what is the ratio or what is the amount relationship of amounts of boys to girls. So we can write this boys to girls equals, as we know, we can see that we have 12 boys and 15 girls. So we write this 12 and 15 ratio like by using this colon. This call is to 12 is to 15. So what is the ratio of boys to girls? That is 12 is to 15. I mean, in a fractional form, we can write it as 12 divided by, or numerator is 12 and denominator of 15. Okay, now if we can make it, if it is not in simplified version or not in lowest form, we can make it in lowest form. As you can see here, 12 and 15, they both have the common factor 3. So we can divide 12 and 15 by 3, right? So let's divide 12 by 3 and 15 by 3. So I need to divide 12 by 3. So 12 by 3 is 4 and 15 by 3 is 5. So we got a fraction as 4 over 5. Right? So you can say the ratio of boys to girls is 4 to 5 or 4 is to 5. Okay, so this is an answer of number one. Okay, if we are asked that what is the ratio of girls to boys, so you can just switch the places. So girls, I can write G, to boys, B would be equals to 5 to 4, right? So that is our question number 2. Our next number is, what is the ratio of boys to the total number of students? Okay, so first we have to find out what is the total number of students. If boys is 12, and boys are 12, there are 12 boys and 15 girls. So what is the total number of students? So we can find out the total. Total is 12 plus 15, right? So let's do that. 12 plus 15 and 12 plus 15 equals 27. So our question is, what is the ratio of boys to colon to the total number of students, right? So how many boys are there? 12. What is the total number of students? 27. So we'll write that way, 12 to 27. Now make it a fraction form. 12 over 27. And make it in a lowest form as well. By, you can see here the common factor is 3, same like earlier. So dividing by 3, so 3 times 4 is 12 and 3 times 9 is 27. So you will get 4 over 9 or 4 is to 9, right? So the ratio of boys to the total number of students would be 4 is to 9. So this is our question number 1. Okay, let's do what about number 2. Okay, here we can see the question number 2 is, they said Leah can make 24, let me just clean it a little bit faster, 24 cakes in 6 hours. How many cakes she can make in 8 hours? Okay, so there is a relation here. What is the relation? Number of, what are the, first we need to find out what are the objects, you can say. First, number of cakes and how many hours. So we have 2 things. Okay, so we have number of cakes and time, right? So I'm just writing here, just let me, and the thing is time, T, just writing time. So as we can see, 24 cakes she can make in 6 hours, right? So you have to find out that in 8 hours, how many cakes can she make? So we can write in ratio form or in fractional form. So let's start with ratio form. So you can say, we will just first write the number of cakes, and we are comparing these with the time, that is 6, right? And this is equals to, I don't know how many cakes did she make, that is the unknown thing, is to 8 hours. Did it make sense? So we can see 24 is to 6 equals unknown thing, that is, you can take it as x over 8. Okay, so how can we write? We can write it in a fractional form. So we can write 24, denominator 6, equals x, or number of cakes. You can write even C also. Let's write, okay, let's write it as C. C over 8. Okay. So let's now do cross multiply. Six times C equals 24 times 8. So what we can get, we can just find it out from here. Let me clean a little bit more. Okay. I think we're good now. So 24 times 8 and 6 times C, right? So we can write 6 times C, that is 6C, equals 24 times 8. And 24 times 8 is, okay, you can find out what is 24 times 8, or we can divide by 6 both sides, because we need to get rid of this 6, right? So to get rid of that 6, we'll divide both sides by 6, right? What is the next step? You need to see that, do we have any common factor between these 24, 8, and 6? So you can see, yeah, 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 times 4 is 24. And on the left hand side, 6 and 6, you can strike it off. And so we have C equals 4 times 8, that is 32. So in 8 hours, Leah can make 32 cakes. So we got number of cakes, that is, Leah can make in 8 hours, that is 4 times 8, 32. So our answer of question number 2 would be 32. Okay, so this is a little bit of proportion as well. All right, next, what we will be doing? We will be doing the third question. This is another ratio and proportion, another relationship problem. So suppose the problem is like, if the length and width of a rectangle of a small rectangle are 9 centimeter and 7 centimeter. And the length of a big rectangle is 27 centimeter. And the ratio of length and width of the two rectangles, these two rectangles are same. So what is the width of the big rectangle? Okay, so we have to find out the big rectangle. I just wrote the big rectangle. I don't know where did it go. Okay, let's find out the width of the big rectangle. So what do we have? We have the length and width of the small rectangle, right? So what is the length of the small rectangle? 9 centimeter, and width of the big rectangle is 7 centimeter. The ratio of these two is 9:7. Okay, and the length of the big rectangle, I can write it in red. Big rectangle is 27 centimeter, right? And we don't know what is the width of the big rectangle. We have to find out that. That is unknown, right? So what we'll do, and the ratios of small rectangle and big rectangle are same. So we can write it as 9:7 equals, because they are same, so they are equals 27. I am going to change the color again. 27 is to, I don't know the width of the big rectangle, right? So here we'll do something different. Earlier we just made it a fraction, and we find out the cross multiply and find out the unknown variable. But here, what do? We will find it in another way. So you can think that what is the relation between 9 and 27? So how many 9 can go in 27? I can see if you multiply 9 by 3, you'll get 27, right? So you can do the same thing here because the ratio is same. So 7 times 3 is what? 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, so we have learned today about ratio and proportion. So here the width of the big rectangle would be 21 centimeter. Okay, I hope you understood this method of ratio and proportion. Thank you.